excellent.
Definitely. What's happening? What's happening with y'all, man? You know what I mean? Before we come on, gotta play
You know I don't fuck with them funk leeches, forming like Decepticons. I'm Optimus Prime, Kokane.
Yes, sir. Definitely. I want to welcome you all back for another great interview. You already know my name, celebrity interviewer. I said it, and this is the show. This is sponsored by the famous Chicago Bridge magazine, and it's also streaming live on Urban Grind TV. So thank you very much to Wiley. And I want to say again, thank you very much and welcome back. This is part 2. I don't know if y'all missed the first one. If y'all did, y'all need to run it back, press rewind, and go and check out what you've seen, because he dropped a lot of jewels, you know what I'm saying, the first time. And you know what I mean? I have my cut ready for some more jewels, you feel me? So, but this is the one and only, man. This is the legendary West Coast king of GFUNK, you know what I mean? Man, known for many things, the most collaborated artist of all time in hip hop. Man, the brother been making noise, you know what I'm saying? Originally signed with Eazy-E and Ruthless Records back in '89. I mean, what more can I say? You know what I'm saying? If you don't know the man, Kokane, he wearing it on his hat. He wearing it across his face. You know what I'm saying? He COVID protected. You feel me? So with that being said, hey, brother, welcome back to the show. I'm really glad to have you, OG Kokane. Salute, brother.
Man, salute. I appreciate being back on the program.
Yes, sir. And hey, you know, we was jamming to Monkey Wasn't Funky. Man, that joint is hot, and I see it's really been taking off since the last time we spoke. Can you talk a little bit about that that song and you know what it's been doing?
Man, it's been going everywhere. It's been going good. It's a hit record, man. We got a hit record on our hand, and it's kind of mirroring the Parliament and Funkadelic sound. But I got my own sound, how I did it, you know, being one of the originators of G-Funk. And
Yes,
man, it's just people everywhere all over the globe is doing the Monkey Wasn't Funky. I could not be more happier, you know what I mean? Shout out to the team that has definitely been instrumental in helping push this where it needs to go. But we got a lot more work to do, and it's pretty good coming out of the preseason. But hey, we don't celebrate until we cross the finish line. But so far, so good. People are really starting to get wind on this Monkey Wasn't Funky, which is out now, available on all digital platforms. So the funk is back, man. You could say Kokane and his team got the whole world funking again.
Absolutely, man. Congratulations, because you know, the song gets definitely, I agree, a hit. You know, it definitely make you do something, you know what I mean, when you throw it on. You know what I'm saying? It make you, you know, listen. Man, if you don't move your body, move your head, you know what I'm saying, bust a little 2-step out, 3-step, but something like that, man, I don't know. Y'all just ain't got no soul. So, hey, man, that record is really hot. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, man, it's starting to hit the airwaves globally all over. And, you know, before we put this record out, we did a gigantic, well, actually a global dance contest, right? And you got kids all over the globe, from Tanzania, Africa, to Germany, to Japan, to Canada, to Switzerland, to Australia, as well as the United States really participating. And we had kids, man. We had kids ranging from 6 years old to 13-year-old, just as well as the 20, 30, 40, and of the older generation. And it's really a record that really makes you want to move. You know, I don't care how your day is feeling. You put on Monkey Wasn't Funky, and you're gonna dance your troubles away. So we did that, man. And shout out to all the contestants that won this global contest, that is. And we got some more goodies stored up for the marketing and promotion. We just getting warm, man. Shout out to CatX. You know, he set up a lot of things for us, him and DJ Despair. Shout out to DJ King Assassin. Basically, the whole team. You know what I mean? It's a blessing to have the unsung heroes in the cut always massive for you, because this funk, man, is infectious. You know what I mean? It's different from the other stuff that is out there, from trap to this. With a lot of that stuff, you know, it's here to make you turn up and feel a certain way. But we wanted to put out this record to say, man, put your pistols in the car for a second. Put down what you're doing for a second. This type of energy is spreading out. LOVE. It's love. And that's what I wanted to do, is put out a record, and especially in these times while people was hibernating at the house because of this COVID situation. But still, man, they can go back and play the Monkey Wasn't Funky, play some of the Kokane collection, and it's going to give you that balance. It's going to give you that good feeling that you need, because funk not only moves, it can remove, once what I was told by Uncle George Clinton and Bootsy Collins. So it's doing what it's supposed to do. We got a lot of other things coming up, like the 3K. I'm giving away $3,000. Tap it back into the culture. But this time, this second contest that's coming, it's strictly for the DJs. You know what I mean? DJs play an important part to records, man. And I'm just so happy, man, to be with the right crew that understand patience, that understand, you know, don't celebrate till we cross the finish line. So, you know, big ups to my team again. Big ups to all the fans worldwide. And get ready for this Monkey Wasn't Funky 3K giveaway. But you got to be able to be cold on the ones and twos, man. So that's what it is. And that starts January 1st and ends February the 5th. And we will pick a winner, you know, the next day. But the whole important of it is, it's not so much about giving away the money as opposed to showing the love coming from the culture. And that's what the DJs do, man. They were very impressionable on all the artists. I mean, no artist would have got heard if the DJs wasn't in the clubs and the backyard boogies actually playing this good music and making it do what it do. So, man, stay tuned for that, brother. It's going to be exciting. A lot of the good news, but I'm going to let you answer some more questions so I can fill the people in with what's going
on. Absolutely. I really appreciate that too. You know what I'm saying? And hey, that ain't nothing light though. You give them $3,000, you know what I'm saying? Like that, it's hard, you know what I'm saying? Especially during these times too. That's really appreciated. So man, any DJ that's out there, y'all say that y'all cold, and I know there's a lot of cold DJs in Chicago, and you know what I mean? And when this video circulate, man, y'all better get on this, you know what I'm saying? Get in this contest, man, you know what I'm saying? Go win that 3 stacks, you know what I'm saying? Tell them I said it, since you feel me.
Where you fit in, don't be shy, you know what I'm saying? And even if you don't win, it's good that you get a chance to get shared on our healthy brands, you know, on our healthy platforms. That way it's the barter system. So it's a win-win situation regardless. But like I said, January 1st, it's all going to go down. So I got DJs getting an early jump at it. If you really want to get in where you fit in, make sure you tag your Monkey Wasn't Funky, mixing it up. It could be a minute or it could be even 2 minutes. Not too much past 2 minutes. But get in where you fit in and tag us at Kokane. You see how to spell the name. Kokane. Super simple. And that's at Kokane _OG_. That's at Kokane_OG_. And that way we'll go ahead and make sure we share your stuff. And it'll shoot out to the team. We'll share your stuff. You know, a lot of people, DJs got certain avenues and different brands. So it's about the barter system, but it's also about winning that cash. That part.
That's right. So absolutely, man, that's really hot. You know what I'm saying? You followed up the dance contest with another big contest being the DJ contest. So man, that's really hip hop innovation right there. That's hot. That's really hot.
Yeah,
You know what I'm saying? Now, like
hip
I
hop.
say, I recommend everybody get involved.
Yeah, this is I'm known as a hip hop artist too. A lot of people don't know I bust. Just as well as croon and sing, and it's a real true blessing to be able to see the younger generation revert back to those old school records and that old school frequency. You know what I mean? So, hip
Yes, sir.
hop, punk music, soul music, we still at a good place, even though it's a lot of bullshit going on all over the world. But we still got our music to be able to make people feel better. Like Monkey wasn't funky.
Yes, sir. Absolutely. That's a go-to right there. So, man, can you also tell me a little bit about you from the West Coast, you know what I'm saying? You help shoot develop a lot of the culture that's probably, you know what I'm saying, that's going on now today in the West Coast, you being around, you know what I'm saying, as the changes has continued to develop. So can you tell us a little bit about your city, about, you know what I'm saying, the West Coast, I'm saying particularly LA, Los Angeles, you know what I'm saying? Can you tell us a little about that and exactly where you you know what I'm saying, where you grew up at?
Well, it's a trip, man, to be in the game 30 plus years and being able to see the revelations, changes rather, through West Coast hip hop. Of course, everything came from the Mecca, which is New York. And New York was always ahead of the game, through fashion and everything like that. So back in the early 80s, we were able to be inspired by Mixmaster Spade, your Mixmaster Kens, your Scotty D's, your Doug Youngs. I know it's kind of, people really don't know what time it is, but those was, your Calvins from your VIPs and your Violet Browns. And, when Ice-T did that 6 in the morning, and, that was really like the blueprint of what you call gangster rap, but we didn't call it gangster rap. It was white media that came along and called it gangster rap. It was just street music. And also listening to King T and DJ Pooh, Dr. Dre at the time with the Wrecking Crew, and Bobby Jimmy and the Critters. Those was the Macola days. Macola was a big distribution company that supplied all that. And when Easy E and them gathered up everybody to do the Boys in the Hood, it really identified with stuff on this side of the coast. You know what I mean? Because we always listened to Just Ice, Schoolie D, the Juice Crew, all that. That was gangster to us back then. When we had our own story to tell, and when Eazy-E and them came out with Boys in the Hood, that was the start of breaking the mold. But you also got to credit, them blowing up off the JJ Fad record wasn't a gangster record; it was a dance record. Because of the JJ Fad record, it opened up doors to Straight Outta Compton and Ruthless Records. And then you had DOC coming out of Texas. And, of course, the NWA explosion, all those cats over there. And then we got introduced to the gang through Eazy-E by a cat named Laylaw, who has a company called Law House Production, who, by the way, was in all the Straight Outta Compton stuff. And was considered a contributing member of NWA. He was the first one to be a writer for Mission Lay. You know what I mean? So it was incredible, man. I did a 3-song demo. Did a 3-song demo in Pomona, California, because that's where I come from. We the last city out of the county of LA. You know what I mean? And once we did that, man, did a 3-song demo. Laylaw shot it to Eazy-E, and the rest is history, and I had a chance to experience and just outside of Pomona, it was like, I don't say this in a funny way, but it was like Disneyland, man. I was young Coca back then. My cousin first named me in the beginning of 1989, code 187 from the prolific group Above the Law, and it stuck with me. And once I got put on, Easy instantly, man, seen something different in me. He seen that I was different. You know what I'm saying? Because I was doing like eight different styles and different, just as well as rapping. So I had a chance to go to London in 1989 on the first and very only tour that NWA and Above the Law did. So that was the starting of my humble surroundings, you know what I mean, in the 80s.
Word. Man, you know, long way, you know what I'm saying? That being said, I love, you know what I mean, how you just explained that. Now, I want to just add a little bit to that question, if you don't mind. And I want you to get into depth a little bit about why khakis, why lowriders? How does that relate to, you know what I'm saying? Like, I mean, where did that come from? Where did that develop at?
Hey, lowride been going around since the 50s, you know what I mean? And 50s, 60s, 70s. We identified with that because that was the heart of the ghetto. That was our landscape, you know, from Chicanos to Mexicans to blacks. You know what I mean? We're really the same as far as the culture. And that just stuck with us, man. All your real pimps and players and gangsters, they was low riding back in the 70s even. You know, that was when you had the record players in the car and the 8-track tape. So low riding been around since Chuck Taylor's. You know, it's just why reinvent the wheel when the wheel is already good the way it is. And through the generations that applied to our rapping, because that's what we were talking about. It was real gangster shit going down, low riding and all that stuff. It was an honor to low ride. You know what I mean? It was like how Christmas is, you know what I mean? But we celebrated that, and that was a part of our culture, West Coast history. And what was so good about it is that it gave us a chance to cruise, you know what I mean? Because Smokey Robinson and all them was talking about, you know, cruise with me. Cruising is a big thing. You know what I mean? I don't care if you're in Chicago, if you're in Detroit, if you're in Memphis, if you're in Texas, if you're in Atlanta, you know, if you're in Bogalusa, Louisiana. You know, every player in the world loves to have their old school music, whether they banging Curtis Mayfield or Dramatics, you know, and that's where the real player shit came out of. You know, it was real special, man, to go ahead and get your cars and hustle in the winter and then floss in the summer with your cars. That was a big identity as far as the gangbang culture, as far as the rider culture was concerned. But that was cultivated in the late 50s and 60s. And in the 70s, you know, once a lot of people migrated, because a lot of people migrated from the South that made up LA. You know what I mean? Like, you got to look at Compton. Compton at first was nothing but white folks in there. But then brothers came in, it's kind of like gentrification. You know what I mean? It's like, you know, even one of the Bushes was from Compton. You know, we came in. And a lot of people from different parts of the world migrated to the LA area, to the Bay Area or whatnot, and just accepted, man, was born into the lowrider culture, man. And it's a trip because through generations, you can look at the influence. It's one of the biggest influence, you know, outside of what New York was able to create with hip hop. You can go all over different places and see whether you're in New York, whether you're in Cleveland, people accepted the Crippin' and Bloodin' and the lowrider culture. Now, I'm not here to say some of that thing it was righteous or whatever. I'm just giving you a footnote in history how West Coast culture, man, had an effect on the whole world. And that's what I've been blessed enough to be a part of, is that, you know, it's kind of like, man, it's a big pot of gumbo. You know what I mean? We had funk, soul music, we had rapping going on, but we were telling our side of the story, which happened to be, you know, where we came from, what landscape. And growing up in Pomona, California, it was a small city, but with a big name. A couple times it was murder capital of the world. Nothing proud of that. But we had to prove ourselves, you know what I mean? And, you know, Eazy-E gave us a chance to prove ourselves in Pomona, California.
Word. So I know you talked about it on the first interview, but it's definitely, you know what I'm saying, your whole history is definitely worth mentioning again and again and again, you know what I'm saying? So I'm gonna ask a couple of the same questions if you don't mind. But again, you know what I mean, how did you fall into the likes of, you know what I'm saying, to getting the attention of Easy E, the legend, you know what I'm saying, may he rest in peace.
Well, man, I could contribute that to my cousin Code 187 from a group Above the Law. The stuff that came out of our camp, we made up words like chronic, ballin', GFUNK, etc., etc. You know what I mean? And back then, when Above the Law was getting put on, it was a cat by the name of Gomac with the Sack, who was one of the DJs of Above the Law, who happens to be brothers with Laylaw. And they was in the mix, in the real D-boy game back then, moving at work. But at the same time, it was rapping and stuff. And you know, they just came up with a group Above the Law, rest in peace, KMG, you know, Total Chaos, Code 187. And Hutch said, you know, back in the mid 80s, we used to do a lot of talent shows, Hutch and myself. His name was called D-Boy Hutch from an old school group called Wizards of Rock. So this was before Above the Law. And my name was called Jay Golden because, you know, my grandmother named me Jay Golden because I funny color eyes, right? But okay. I had lost contact of Code 187. And when I came, you know, when I re-linked back up with him, you know, it was a trip because I didn't know that he was messing with Eazy-E. And I liked it, Eazy-E. And then when I came out, I heard they stuff in 86 and 87. And Hutch made good. You know, he said he wanted to put me on his wing. He said he can bring some true talent out of me, but you got to change your name from Jerry Long to Kokane. So I accepted that name instantly. And we were different, man. We were doing Long Before Your Drakes. And, you know, big ups to my guy. He one of the greatest hook singers ever lived was Nate Dogg. But long before that, which is my brother, long before that, we was doing that. You know what I mean? Singing, crooning, and at the same time rapping. So he put me on. Easy said, man, I got my George Clinton, I got my Rick James, I got my Curtis Mayfield, and I got my MC. Kokane should be called Kokane because it's the dopest stuff on the planet. That's how Easy was approaching it. And he did good, man. At the same time, when my record was going to come out, I came out with my first record in 1991 called Nigga Slick Nigga. And it was off an album called Who Am I? But that was after Above the Law came out with Living Like Hustlers in 1990. And we were so hyped on putting out Kokane. And that was the deal that Eazy-E had, a big, gigantic deal, which he was considered the West Coast Russell Simmons with. He had Above the Law signed, Kokane signed, and a group called Poor, Broken, Lonely with Chris the Glove and all that. Later on did stuff through the years. But the last, 3 months, we were supposed to put out the album as Kokane. Back then, the FCC laws didn't allow Kokane, even though we wasn't spelling it the original name. But they turned around and called me Who Am I? And that really stifled me, that project, to a certain extent. The Easy, Dr. Dre, Hutch, Laylaw, all of them was so adamant on Kokane that they still invited me on the Niggas for Life album. That's why I introduced a character called Sweet Talk. And that allowed me to be a co-writer of Appetite Destructions because I wrote Eazy-E's 10 Gangster Commandments. So Hutch was putting me on record school, you know. So even though, you know, radio and, you know, Epic Records changed the name, which we were pissed off because that's why Eazy left Relativity, you know, with Alan Grunblatt and them years later. But it was a trip, man. Like, you know, that door slamming in my face was a blessing because I was like Chuck D and them, you know, fuck the radio. Who gives a fuck about a goddamn radio? Because we were so like with the streets, with the shits, you know what I mean?
Right.
And, you know, that was a beautiful thing because my first platinum record I ever received was off the Niggas for Life album as a co-writer and introducing a character called Sweet Talk.
Word. That's some ultimate history right there, man. You know what I'm saying?
Yes,
That's
sir.
dope. I love, you know what I'm saying, hearing about, you know what I mean, early hip hop you know what I mean, and what was going on behind the scenes and how it all developed and came, you know what I'm saying, to what we see today. You know what I mean? With that being
Right.
said, I want to definitely pause and say thank you for everybody that's tuned in right now, wherever you're watching from around the world, you know what I mean, whatever platform. Really appreciate you, know what I mean? Please subscribe to I Said It Management YouTube, you know what I'm saying? Subscribe to, I'm sorry, what's your YouTube again, Kokane?
It's Kokane.
Just
Kokane.
Kokane?
Yeah, just Kokane.
Word.
Sure.
All right, so make sure y'all subscribe to his YouTube as well. You know what I'm saying? We need that support all day. And you know, again, I'm here with the legend, the king of GFUNK, man. Been around for a long time. CEO, you know what I'm saying, most collaborated artist of all time, and the, you know what I'm saying, the king of, you know what I'm saying, the hook and singing on hooks and all of that great stuff, you know what I'm saying. He started this, you know what I'm saying. So with that being said, you being by the name of Kokane, did that come with any type of what type of other energy did that come with in the beginning of people maybe assuming that you promoting cocaine despite the spelling?
Well, we was gangster rap, so you know, even though my name was Kokane, we took it like Denzel Washington could do a Malcolm X movie and then turn around and do a Training Day movie. You know what I mean? Our stuff was like balanced. We had a lot of balance with it because I didn't want to be an artist to just advocate dope and those experiences more so than I was to talk about some things. So one thing that people and fans all over the globe was telling me through the years is that, man, they would say, we really appreciate balance that you have. There's music that really helped me out when my people passed, like No Pain, No Gain on Fuck Upon a Rhyme. And, you know, that's what music era I come from, to where you could do a move like Marvin Gaye, Sexual Healing, and turn around and do what's going on. You know, it perpetuated a balance. And people seen something different with me, and the streets fell in love with my music. And it's a trip, man, that it's a blessing to be able to raise so many generations, like over 3 generations on my music, and being able to still be relevant and getting hooks all over the world. You know, I didn't anticipate being the most collaborative featured artist in the world, but that's what happens when you get doors shut in your face and radio didn't want to play you, and you with the biggest people in the world, and you like asking why. Now I know why. You know what I mean? It allowed me to work hard, number one, for my family. My twin boys was born in 91, so I had kids. And I fell into a sacrificial lamb situation with, you know, the passing of Eazy-E, and then monies and assets being frozen at Ruthless Records, and then getting a chance to reconnect through my homeboy who I've been knowing since 1990, my little bro Tupac, and was going to be a part of his One Nation, and then he get killed, and then at the same time being able to, you know, refurbish my career through signing with Doghouse, getting back connected with Dr. Dre, doing the LA niggas, but then falling a sacrificial lamb because of MCA Records filing Chapter 11. So I had some struggles and some moments in hip hop where, you know, it was either swim or sink. But I was so passionate about music because music is already in my DNA. And before the money and everything, it was about the love. And at the same time, it was about putting chalupas on the table for my family, because I didn't want to go back, you know, doing crazy things. But still, you know, after I left Doghouse in 2005, you know, I was back at square one, and starting from scratch, man, it's not a bad thing. You know, I had got in a little trouble, went to jail, did a county lid, and God told me, you know, to move. He put it up on my spirit. So I moved my wife, which I have 8 kids by, and I moved her out of California. You know, you couldn't tell me I wasn't gonna move. But when God say move, I mean, and it's at you, it's a burning sensation on your brain. You know, you can't help but move. And when I moved, it did me good. We started our label called Budeboy Entertainment. The reason why we use Budeboy, because my name is Gary Buddy Long Jr., the son of a legend. And it was good for me because Now I got somebody I can trust. That's my wife. And I've been with her next year going on 37 years. And we got 4 boys and 4 girls. So it gave me enough room to get my things together. And in 2008, my wife stopped me one day and said, "Babe, hold on. I've been doing some little homework. You know how many features you own?" And that was in 2008. I think I was over close to a little bit over 2,500 features then, a little bit close to 3. And she was like, wow, 30 plus years of working all the time. Because people got to realize, I didn't always get paid for my features. I would do whole collection of albums and different other things like that. So whether it was with Chicanos, whether it was A-list artists, whether it was artists from Japan or Russia, I was always work. Some people would call me to do whole albums. Some people do songs here, compilations. You know, sometimes I got paid. You know, well, most of the time I got paid, but there were some things I didn't get paid on. It was just love of it. So going back to the future, in 2008, my wife stopped me and said, "Baby, we got to check this out, man. You own a lot of features." So I checked it out, and she did her homework. But some years had passed. I think like 3 years had passed to when she stopped me again and said, "Baby, we need to gather up more information because this is incredible history, and it has so much mystique on it that fans all over the world really don't know what you had to do, what you was involved with. They don't know, you know, and it wasn't like we were expecting other artists to tell my narrative. But my wife went in and did the extensive homework for 2 years. In like 2014, it was official. Kokane was the most collaborative artist in the history of the business. And that's so many features. That's thousands of features.
Yeah.
Like it's over 4,000 features, brother. So when you look at other artists, you made some comparisons from your Buck to your Little Waynes to your Nate Dogg's. And she realized that those people don't even have over 1,000 actual features. You know what I mean? So it put the label in an intricate position to use that as a PowerPoint. You know what I mean? And of course, you know, you had a lot of people who was like, "Man, you lying. But when we put out the mostfeaturedartist.com, we didn't want to put the complete catalog out there because that'd be like jacking yourself off. Because our whole thing was to leave a legacy and inspiration for my family, but to inspire kids because now I moved into an elder situation. And man, it's just documented. Everything that I'm telling you is documented facts. So after people did some brutal, aggressive fact checking, then it just silenced everybody because nobody couldn't say nothing. Kokane is the actual most featured collaborative artist in the world. And it's a good thing, man, because a lot of people didn't know, Kokane was left out of the NWA and the GFUNK things and different other things. They didn't know intricately. They know the voice, but they never did know the face. But now, you know, since this is an information age, it's a blessing to really able to show people the documented facts. You know what I mean? Because it's inspirational and the shell shock is there because a lot of people didn't know. So I just thank God right now, according to the season, that people are finally knowing who Kokane is, who his father is as far as musical history, and also, you know, number one with my family. And it's pretty cool, man. It's very humbling. And it's a blessing to still be relevant, man. You know, that's a beautiful thing, man. With this funk, with this new single, Monkey Wasn't Funky, it is really hitting people hard to the gut. It's a good record. It's produced by my guy from overseas who really studied us, my guy named Mofak. And he's just funky, man. He's from France. He's from Paris, France. I got a lot of funky cat overseas, man. Don't sleep on these overseas cats. And that's where we are right now, man. Budeboy Entertainment will be number one before it's finished. And it's not finished anytime soon. You know, we're independent label, moving like a major. And we just really street and people orientated. Call us the people champs, not the people's chumps. And that's where we
Right.
at with it right now. Monkey wasn't funky.
That's right. Absolutely. In that order. And you definitely help father this style that, what I mean, others and many have, what I'm saying, try to duplicate, what I'm saying. And you have also fathered a beautiful young lady who's very talented. And if we don't mind, I would like to take a break and listen, what I'm saying, show her video.
Oh yeah, it's show. Yes, sir. It's my daughter, young Colombiana.
Oh.
She got a song out called F Boy Signs. And y'all know what that means.
Young Black made this beat.
You shoulda, woulda, coulda had paid more attention. You know these fuck boys, they don't listen. You can tell him once, so you can tell him twice. And by the end of the night, he gon' still be on my line. And just like a thought, I'm gon' still be on his mind. And he ain't got no skis, but he always tryna slide. Now you stuck here trying to put it all together. You really thought that it would last forever? He just wants some pleasure, but I know better. These lames don't excite me whatsoever. And if he feeling choosy, I let that nigga choose. Bitch, I'm bad and bougie, and you know I hate to lose, but it's losing you really a loss. Since I left old dude, I've been dripping in that sauce. That chick they call the cop. You gon' get your feelings hurt every time you stop. You gon' get lied to every time you talk. You wanna give me all the time, but you ain't even mine. He hit you with that boy.
Don Kokane and Young Colombiana. Long Mafia. I can't hear you. I can't hear you. I can't hear you. I can't hear you.
Hello.
There you go.
Cocaine.
I hear you.
Yeah, the thing is froze. Everything froze on my end, but you couldn't hear me, and the picture was stuck on the screen.
All right, you got.
Yeah, but like I was saying, you said that's a real. Hello.
I'm here.
Can you hear me? Okay. Word. No, I was just saying. How is the experience being able to work? Close with your song. You know what I mean? Some of your gifts and time.
Can you hear me?
And knowledge in the game. Yes, I can hear you.
Okay. Well, it's a blessing working with your family. It's like I done stuff with your greatest artists in the game. Some that ain't even here, legendaries that I can't even count on one hand. You know what I mean? But ain't nothing like working with your family. Like I worked with my wife. She's the vice president of Budeboy operations. My kids, my twin boys, Naj and Taj. Could you hear me? Could you hear me? Could you hear me? Yes, you're in, brother.
Yeah, I had to get up. I'm sorry. I had to get up and walk around because I was losing reception.
Yes, you probably want to fix
I'm sorry,
that.
you still there?
Yeah, I'm here. You hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you. Now you clear.
All right. So what I was saying
sorry.
is it's a real true blessing to be able to work with your family. And me and my wife been molding our daughter since she was 12 years old. She had a project she was on a Starbucks project out here in Washington. And that project did extremely well. And they used the money to help build water wells over there in third world countries. So she's been experienced and exposed at an early age at 12 and 13 to know the music side and the humanitarian side. But I never would put an album out on her because I believe in order to mold a superstar right, you got to have a slow cooked meal instead of McDonald's. You know what I mean? Because a slow cooked meal, using that analogy, it tastes better. You know what I mean? So now she's 25 years old, brother. And oh boy, she's an incredible writer, gifted writer. She's singing and rapping like daddy, like daughter. She also do film directing, films, video editing. She's really a Renaissance young lady. And as parents, we couldn't be more prouder, you know, because she went through her hula hoops, and all people got to go through it. And she's super ready, man. She's ready to take on the world. Anissa Long, a.k.a. Young Colombiana. And her first single, like I said, that you just played, is called F-Boy Sign. She directed the video. She write her own music. She's just incredible. And it's good that young women get to show that sophistication out there and empowerment. You know what I mean? Because, you know, she ain't no thought, that's for sure, coming from me. And she's definitely got her own fan base and doing some stuff. So it's good working with your family and your kids, because I done stuff with George Clinton, Bootsy Collins, Cameo, Zap, let alone the rappers from Puffy to Snoop to Dre to Too Short to E40. You know, just Busta Rhymes, Jadakiss, whoever you practically want to name. If you ain't touched Kokane, you ain't official then. You don't know what's happening. So, but it's nothing like rocking the stage with your daughter and your twin boys, you know? That really was like, okay, this what feels good, because I had so many highs and lows in the industry. And if you do not have a family structure, this game can be depressing. There's a lot of people rich out there, and they put on this perception behind closed doors. They drugs, and they sad, they depressed. Depression is very real when it comes to this music industry. You know what I mean? But I've been blessed enough, and I choose my words carefully, blessed enough, thank you, Heavenly Father, for having a beautiful family and being able to work with my family. Ain't nothing like it, brother.
Yeah, man, I can't imagine, man. You know what I mean? I haven't even start building the family my own yet. I don't have any kids or anything like that. But, you know, man, that's got to be a huge blessing to see, you know what I mean? One of your offsprings duplicating, you know what I'm saying, your whole, you know what I'm saying, what you taught them to do. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's crazy.
Yeah, it's a blessing, man.
You know what I'm saying? You showed them.
Yeah, and they're hard workers too. They watch their mom and daddy, and we worked our ass up, bro. That's why I don't feel sorry for people that are always complaining and poking. It's like, you got to be able to say, man, you know, don't depend on nobody. Depend on yourself. Create your own uniqueness. Create your own lane. It may take some time, but you're going to be happy when you're able to have the independent control, and that way you're not selling your soul. Because it looked good at first, going to these big labels, but then when you start hearing these youngsters, I mean, nowadays youngsters' life expectancy is only 3 to 4 years, and that's madness. You know what I mean? So if you're young out there, it is best and incumbent of you to go ahead and learn from the OGs, especially those that are leading by example.
Absolutely. Yes, sir. And, you know, you've been doing a lot of things. And before I ask you this next question, I want to again encourage people to please share this video wherever you're watching from. You know what I'm saying? If you're on YouTube, you know what I'm saying, go ahead and share. You can do that and subscribe as well. You know, if you on Facebook, you know, it's easy to go ahead and share this video to all your friends and your family. So please continue to do that, because we are here live with the legendary Kokane, King of GFUNK, the CEO of Budeboy Records. You already know what I'm talking about. And he got his gear and he wearing it. You know what I'm saying? You can purse it too. You know what I'm saying? You can look like that. You know what I'm saying? Boom. That's hot too. I like that. I like the font that y'all use for that.
Yeah, that's coming out.
No, they ain't no font. That's not.
No, we did that. This
yeah,
is
right.
Coast.
I'm saying.
West Coast.
Right. I was about to say.
Bang, bang, right. You know what I mean? But I got a gear coming out the first of the year. You know what I mean? Called Kokane Street Gear. We got sweatsuits. We got all kind of stuff for you. You know what I mean? So you can feel good in the hood in your neighborhood. That's what it is.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. You know what I mean? Show you a little bit of some of
Yes,
his
sir.
branding right here. You know, just show
There
you a
you
couple
go.
of pictures real quick. That's hot. That's fresh,
Thanks, Flair.
sir. Hey, so is that like a and excuse me, like a Dob hat or something like that? Above the cocaine?
Yeah, it's embroidery. We have embroidery. We have heat press. We got it all.
Right. No, I'm sorry. I'm saying like the brand, I'm sorry, right above the name cocaine, is that like a Dob hat?
Yeah, I think it's a hat on there.
Okay,
Yeah, I
okay,
think
okay.
it is. Boy, your eyes is good. You peeped that out. I didn't peep that. No, I don't think it's a hat. It's a T-shirt. That's a
No,
that's
no, I'm saying I'm sorry, I said it wrong. What I'm saying is, hold on. I'm sorry. What I'm saying is, like above the name cocaine, there's like the design that's right above it. It kind of look like it could be like a Dob hat or something. I'm saying.
oh no, it's not that.
I don't
It's
know.
just regular fitted.
I'm I'm reaching.
It is.
Okay.
Oh,
Yeah.
there you
But
go.
yeah.
That's my boy 818 Lifestyle. That's where, shout out to Gato. And it's my essay homie. You gotta have an essay hookup being from the West Coast.
All
And
right.
putting that out there, you know what I mean? Cocaine, Simone.
That's right. And that's his logo.
Yeah, that's his logo. It's 818
Oh, okay.
Lifestyle. It actually prints up the cocaine gear, and he's my partner.
Okay, word. And
Yeah.
again, real quick, before I talk about your documentary that you're working on, could you talk a little bit about the Ruthless family, disciple of E?
Well, my boy Sergio put that together, and he wanted to just put something out, in dedication of the homeboy, my brother Easy E, and I did a song on there called Easy Motherfucking E, and go get that project, man. It's real good, man, and it has a lot of
Yes.
people on there from Dirty Red to just to Ruthless artists, Code 187, myself, etc. And that came out like around 3 months ago.
Okay, yeah, still definitely still fresh. And so y'all definitely want to hit that up, you know what I'm saying? Disciple of
Right.
the E.
Right.
So now can you talk a little bit about your documentary that you have that's about to be coming out soon?
Well,
And
I got
and
documentary coming out hitting Netflix. It'll be out next year. I really can't give too much out of the details until it's more sealed in the scroll, but you'll be able
okay.
to see some of the things that I was able to say, into a documentary. Also coming out with a book called The Making of a Legend. The Making of a Legend. And that's going to go more into detail and elaborate. You know what I mean? Because it's like a docu-series, and that'll be coming out 2021. So we got some goodies stored up, but you already know you can't tell too much information until it's time.
That's right, that's right. Keep them anticipating, you know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Keep them thirsty. Keep them thirsty.
But now I just want everybody to concentrate on this Monkey Wasn't Funky and this DJ contest to start in January the 1st. And
Okay.
also making sure that you go to my site at www.budeboy, is in Eric, BOYENT, that's ButEboyENT.com, and go get the classic cocaine collection. And also check out my daughter's new single called F Boy Signs. And I have an artist from Cleveland, Ohio. Shout out to Cleveland. His name is Justin Blue Moon, and he has a cutout called Man Please. And it's real hot. is doing good right now. So, we're just putting some records out there. Also, I got a mixtape coming out soon with DJ Despair that's on the Street Killer Project. And I also, with my boy DJ King Assassin, we have a Dr. Kokenstein Part 2 coming. That did real well. And, we actually went #1 in 2012 on Heat Seekers with a mixtape, Dr. Kokenstein Part 1. So we coming with Part 2. Shout out to DJ King Assassin. He the king of the internet matrix and the cold DJ. But we want everybody to get involved into this DJ contest. We're giving away 3. 3 G's. And right about now, people need that little money. You know what I mean? It's big money to some people, but people need that little money to help out. And we want to get people, we already got the dancers and we got the DJs now. It's going to be a wrap, man. We're making this Monkey Wasn't Funky blow up like it's supposed to, because ain't no such thing as a hit. You got to get out there and you put boots on the ground. You got to have people playing it all the time to make this thing a hit. And the good thing about it, we're not forcing nobody to play it. They love to play it because they feel this record.
That's right. That's right. I feel it so much. If we could take a pause.
Transforming like Decepticons. I'm Optimus Prime Kokane.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir, man. You know what I'm saying? Hey, that song is off the chain, man. Really dope. For real, for real.
Thanks, man.
Yeah, man, you did one. You know what I'm saying? You done brought it back. You know what I'm saying?
I gotta run somewhere real quick, brother. But next time, man, we need to get my daughter on this platform, and
Absolutely.
do her thing. She got a Young Colombiana campaign doing the damn thing as well. You know what I mean?
Right. Absolutely. But, man, if I could do you got like 2 minutes?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Hey, give me 2 more minutes because I have to acknowledge this. You know what I'm saying? I want to acknowledge, you know what I'm saying, during the time since our last interview, unfortunately, you know what I mean, we lost, you know what I'm saying, a great legend, you know what I'm saying. This man was in over 250 films, you know what I'm saying. He's obviously a legend on the West Coast, and he's a legend in Hollywood, man, you know what I mean. I want to just give my respects and to one of your friends as well, you know what I'm saying, the late, great Tiny Lister, man, may he rest in peace, straight like that. You know what I mean? And my condolences to all his family and all his friends, man. He was well loved and respected. You could tell by, you know what I mean, all the outpouring of support people gave, you know what I'm saying, and their condolences.
Yeah, man, that 2020 was an ugly year. Let's just keep it real, y'all. Yeah, I have friends, man, that just passed of this pandemic. And just be careful out there. You know, there's a lot of smiling faces out there that want you to take these supposedly be a shot to heal you, but you just got to be suspect and stay prayed up, and as far as that concerned. But not saying the brother died of COVID, of course not. I'm just saying in general, we lost loved ones. I could name at least 8 people we lost, not just because of COVID, but in general, like people getting hit on motorbikes, and it's just that, man. Life is too short, and you got to appreciate every second and be grateful every second, man. I know it gets tough sometimes. A lot of people are being more frustrated. It's a purge type of society right now. People standing in the lines and long lines to get gas and food. But I'm here to tell you, like Kendrick Lamar, we going to be all right. You know what I'm saying? We're going to be all right. The tough ones got to fight the good fight of faith. keep going, and we can help make life a lot more easier with a good song. It starts at that, or just calling somebody and uplifting their spirits. That's everything. You know what I'm saying? So I know we all got to come together, whether you street cats or whether you Muslim, Christian, Moors, Israelites, or whatever it is. The people of color, which is our brothers and sisters, we really got to come together. You know what I mean? And just embrace one each other whenever we can. We can't stop it all because systems are in play right now to really bring some nightmarish things into existence. But at the same time, we choose to focus our energy somewhere else. And that way it has a balance and inspiration for people out there that desperately need to be encouraged and feel better. And I just feel good to put out that funk and soul music again, because that's what we had in the 80s when we were going through the Reaganomics and your aunties and uncles on dopes and stuff like that. And, we had our share issues, stuff of things and stuff out there, but we always had good music that I don't care what you was going through. It helped life a lot more better, got your mind off the terrible negative things. That's what we want to do. And it's a special record, Monkey Wasn't Funky, that is actually hitting their soul. And it feels good to be an elder and educating these kids, upcoming great artists, man, on how to conduct yourself. And, it's just not about being just dope. It's the whole complete package. It's your character. It's how you handle your business. It's how you're patient. It's how you develop your own uniqueness. All these things is a culmination of how to be a real successful person and to have longevity.
Well said, well put, brother. You know what I'm saying? And in tribute to, again to Tiny, I want to just play his voice and play.
He left me a drop. He's on my documentary as well, man. So, he left me a jewel, but besides leaving a jewel, man, he was a godly person. All that was just his character. Give me my bicycle, But other than that, man, when you meet cats like that and you're able to, share their essence, or they share their essence with you, rather, it's a blessing to be able to know Tiny like that.
Yes, sir. And real quick, let me share what you're referring to, the drop that he left you, man, the blessing.
Hey, y'all need to run with my homie Gato, okay? And he's representing Kokane. And Kokane album just dropped. If you don't have it when I come with my bicycle. Oh, man! Don't piss me off. Get the album or get knocked the fuck out.
In that order, man. Hey, and thank you so much again, Kokane, man. Salute to you, brother, man. Everything that you're doing. Salute to your whole team, Budeboy Records, you know what I'm saying? Salute to your whole family. Everything that you all have accomplished, together as one. You know what I'm talking about? And, man, it's been definitely a pleasure. Again, I don't take this for granted, brother. And just thank you again for sharing your legacy, and and I hope, that everything continues to go well with all your contests, and and with the new album that's coming up and the documentary and all of that. And remember, you have your support right here at Isaidit Management and the famous Chicago Bridge magazine, and you've been featured live on Celebrity Interviewer. I Said It, and this is the show. And I really appreciate you, man. Thank you, sir. Salute.
Man, once again, salute to you. Salute to my family, Cat X, DJ Despair, all of Chi-Town. That's the home of the Chets, real Chets. You know what I mean? And all the players out there worldwide listening. Make sure you go to my site at www.buddyboyent.com. And if you want to get your boots laced right, or your Chuck Taylor's laced, and you need one of them fresh platinum Kokane hits, make sure you reach me at Kokane_OG_. And that way we can talk some business, because I'm a businessman. And I don't deal with just artists. I deal with businessmen that happen to be artists. That's the difference. Make sure your bag is right, and I'll get you straight. And make sure you follow my daughter at AANISAH. That's AANISAH_long. That's at Anissa_long. And go pick up her new single called F-Boy Signs, especially the ladies, because it's from a lady perspective. And just time in, man. Make sure you visit my site. And you can also, just to get familiar for people that are just now understanding who Kokane is, make sure you go get the classic Kokane collection. DJs, I could not stress this enough. Make sure you tag your video mixing up. Make sure you mix up the monkey wasn't funky. You dug dig. And that's what it is, man. Keep the funk alive. Tell everybody about this new single, man, and get in where you funkin' fit in.
In that order. Thank you so much, sir. Appreciate you. Love, man, and blessings to you and your family, man. And
man.
have a great holiday. You know what I'm saying? Be safe going in 2021.
You too, brother. Make sure
Appreciate
you this, man, so I can share it on my sites.
All day.
God bless you, man.
God bless you too, man. Blessings. Thank you.
Yes, sir.
And thank you so much for everybody that tuned in today. You know what I'm saying? Again, share this video as we close it out. You know what I'm saying? We're going to check out a little bit more of Monkey Wasn't Funky and F-Boy Signs. You already know what I'm talking about. But first, we about to check out some of his records.
Monkey wasn't funky. It don't feminize. Where did it come from? No artificial insemination. I don't bow down to no one. There's only one cocaine. Big drum beater. Yeah, kitty, come. It don't feminize. What's that funky smell? Somebody must have shit it. You smell. But you know I play them all. Out on the wall. I didn't mention. That's why you had a great fall. Monkey was a funky. Monkey was a funky. Monkey was a funky. Right up on my back strong.
Young Black made this beat.
You shoulda, woulda, coulda, had paid more attention. You know these fuck boys, they don't listen. You can tell him once, so you can tell him twice. And by the end of the night, he gon' still be on my line. And just like a thought, I'm gon' still be on his mind. And he ain't got no skis, but he always tryna slide. Now you stuck here trying to put it all together. You really thought that it would last forever? He just wants some pleasure, but I know better. These lames don't excite me whatsoever. And if he feeling choosy, I let that nigga choose. Bitch, I'm bad and bougie, and you know I hate to lose, but it's losing you really a loss. Since I left old dude, I've been dripping in that sauce. That chick they call the cop. You gon' get your feelings hurt every time you stop. You gon' get lied to every time you talk. You wanna give me all the time, but you ain't even mine. He hit you with the F-word.
Oh, you're done with the thing? Yeah, it's still on. I need you to click out of there.
Is the camera still on?
Yeah, I need you to click out of there. Don't say nothing. They probably still listening.
It's I stopped the cam, so no more.
Monkey was a funky. Monkey was a funky. Monkey was a funky. On my back strong. Man, I make a joke. Monkey was a funky. Monkey was a funky. Monkey was a funky. On my back strong. Big don't feminize. When you're growing, I hear grooving. I keep moving. I'm moving. Stay rolling. Big don't feminize. Big don't feminize. Make no confusion. Make no confusion. Inclusion. Never no illusion.
This has been another great interview brought to you by Isaidit Management, sponsored by the famous Chicago Bridge Magazine, and streamed live with the help of Urban Grind TV. Thanks again, Wally. Appreciate you. But special thanks to today's guest, CEO of Budeboy Records, the one and only, the legend, King of Funk, CEO of Budeboy Records, like I said, entertainment genius, Kokane. I'll catch y'all next time. And thank you also for catching my first interview. If you saw it, if you didn't, go back and check out my first interview I had with Artist Spotlight, Sweet Juices, you know what I'm saying? One of the queens from the West Side, you know what I'm saying, when it comes to this rap stuff. So, man, I support everybody, man. You know what I mean? There's much love. And, man, just share this video. You already know. Why? Because I said it. Peace and blessings. I'll see y'all next time. Yo, stay tuned to my page because I'm going to drop a flyer soon, like tomorrow, and let y'all know who next. Peace.